Hey guys, good morning. Guys, if you can see my screen, just type yes in the chat box. Yeah, great. Good morning, guys. Okay, great. So let's get started with today's session. So yesterday we have started handling the handling files concept. Today we are going to continue that. Okay. So fine. Just go here. Let me open this WhatsApp for a while. Mm, Yeah. So we have some discussions going on here. That's fine. File is equal to new file of. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, you're directly giving the file path and then creating the file. This is a normal thing only, right? It will directly create the file under this path, at this path. Whatever the path you have given, it will be creating the file. That's correct only. Okay, that's not a big deal. So coming here, file handling, file representation. Have anyone explored the using dot thing? Anything worked out for you using dot kind of stuff for anyone? File 7 is equal to new file of double quotes dot slash mm, arun dot txt. It's not coming, right? Double slash is required. Single slash it will not take. Forward slash. This is not working anyhow for me. I didn't figure out actually. So if anyone have figured out, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll do it later. That thing is pending still. I've just made a note here. Where is that note? Here. Dot using dot in the file path. It's been a while I have done that, and that's okay. If you have not, also not a problem. But we'll try to figure out later. So I'll just let you know at that time. So the next thing here we need to do is start with this stuff today. File writer, file reader, buffer writer, buffer reader, print writer. There's something, other two things are also there. File input stream, file output stream. Like that, many things are there, guys. Okay. So a lot of things are there. File writer, file reader, buffer writer, buffer reader, print writer. Print reader won't be there. Only print writer will be there. And file input stream, file output stream will be there. So I'll just give you some high level things here. File, for reading the files, okay? Reading from files. For reading from files and for writing into files. Writing text into files. So for reading into the files, we can use reading from files, we can use file reader. Similarly, we can use buffered reader. Okay. Then file. Okay, this one is confusing for me. File output stream for writing into the file input stream for reading. Okay, file input stream. File input stream, file reader, buffer reader, file input stream. Any other stuff left out? File reader, buffered reader, and file input stream for reading from files we can use. Whereas for writing into the files, we can use file, this one, file writer, buffered writer, print writer, file output stream. Okay, these are the things. So these are the predefined classes in Java, guys. Okay, these are the predefined classes in Java. For reading from the files, we have these predefined classes. For writing the text into the files, for reading the text from the files, we have to use this predefined classes, any of these predefined classes. For writing the text into the files, we have to use any of these predefined classes in Java. Okay. Now what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to demonstrate one by one for you. I'll just create a new package, readers file, readers and writers. Like this, I'll create a package. And in this package, I'll create a new class. I'll just name this class as file writer demo. Okay, file writer. First, what is the first thing that I'm going to demonstrate? First, writer. Okay, file writer. File writer I am demonstrating. So with main method, I'll create the class. Now, here I would like to take a file. Maybe I can take a fresh file if I want, or I can create a folder and under that I can create a file and all those stuff. Whatever we have done so far, we can do that still again. So anyhow, I'll take one of the files that is already there. This arun.txt file is there. Directly under the project, arun.txt file is there. So what I'll do here is, I'll represent that file. I'll say arun file is equal to new file. I have to give the path of the file. Control Shift O, it will automatically import this java.io package. New file of, here I need to give the path of the file, that is arun. Directly under the project. So directly I can give arun.txt file, or I can say system.getProperty user.dir plus append with double / arun.txt also I can write, but this is the easiest way. Okay. Directly providing the file which is under the project is the easiest way. Now what I'll do here is arun file dot, it's already there now. I don't have to create it. Okay. So what I'll do here is, I would like to write some text into the file. Before writing any text, if I open the arun.txt file, do you see any text here, guys? Guys, do you see any text that is there in this arun.txt file at this moment? What do you say, guys? Do you see any text in this file? No, right? No text is available. So what I will do is, with the help of file writer, I would like to write some text into this particular file. File writer fw is equal to new file writer. Like this, I'll create an object for the file writer class. Control Shift O, java.io file writer. And this new file writer constructor cannot be empty. We have to provide the file into which we want to write the text into. Okay, still the error is coming. Why? Because you will get a checked exception here. The reason is you are going to get a checked exception that there is a possibility of IO exception. So input output exception. So ignore the exception for now, but in real time, you have to use try catch block. You have to surround this with a try catch block to handle this possible exception. But for now, to make this demonstration easy and clear and easy for you to understand, I'm ignoring the exception by shutting the mouth of the compiler. Okay. Next thing is file writer fw is equal to new file writer. How to write the text into this file? Fw dot, there are some methods, guys. Predefined methods are there. What are the methods we have? There is a write method. Okay. There is a write method having some text. Is there anything else? This one is a file writer, right? I'll just give some text. Let's see what will happen. My name is Arun Motori. This particular text I would like to write. Okay. So now if I run the code, this particular text need to be written into the arun.txt file, but it is not going to happen. Okay. Even though I have written the statement, it is not going to work. I've run the code, and despite of writing this particular text into the file also, you'll not see that that particular text is written into the file. I've run the code, guys. The code has been run successfully. And if I open this arun.txt file, do you see any text written already? No, right? The text is not written. I can even write this, system.out.println end of this program. So that when I run, we can understand that the program has been run successfully. Just for the case, I have written this print statement. You see, end of the program means the program has been executed. Despite of the program getting executed, I will refresh the project also for you. And after that, I'll open the arun.txt file. You will not find any text here. Whatever the text you thought will be written into the file will not be there. The reason is, after writing, we have to use fw dot. There is a command known as flush. Okay, there's a predefined method of this file writer class known as flush. Without this flush, this particular text will not be written into the file. Remember that, guys. Everyone type into the chat box the name of the method that we have to write for making this statement written into the file. A lot of people forget about this flush. That's the problem. Okay, so everyone type into the chat box so that you guys can remember. Flush is the predefined method. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so flush means this will be flushed into the file. Okay, simple words. Okay, great. A lot of people have typed already. Fine. So flush dot flush. Okay, using flush, things will happen. Now run the code. This time the text will be written into the file. End of this program came. So now let's open the arun.txt file and you will see the text available. Right. Now I want to write more lines. I don't just want to write my name is Arun Motor. Rather, I would like to write more text into the file. So again, I have to say fw dot write. I love Java programming. If I run this code after flushing, if I open this arun.txt file, you will see something like this. My name is Arun Motri. I love Java programming in a single line. Okay, fine. That looks good. But how to Nagavani, you're asking me a question. This is for writing data into the text file, but how to write into Excel file? For Excel, we have to use POI API. Okay. During the frameworks, I'll explain you. When we go to the frameworks creation and all, POI API will be covered for you. For now, we have to focus on the files, text files, where we would like to enter the text and read the text from the files. Okay, fine.
Okay, Arun, generally where we'll use this writing data into text file. For example, coming to Excel, we'll store some data and we'll be using that data into scripts, right? Coming to
Yes.
this text file, where we will use.
So you mean to say where we use this text file kind of stuff, you mean to say, right? Maybe
Yes.
it may be related to, if I properly remember. So in real time, where we use this file. So it's not as simple as this, but I remember that we use it at some places. Okay, I don't exactly remember now, but let me try to remember that, recall that. Uh, okay, okay, so fine, fine. So I don't exactly remember really. That's great. There was situations, but I don't exactly remember. We use generally this file reading concept, writing concept. File input stream definitely we'll use. That file input stream. Okay. While there is something known as properties. Okay. There's something known as properties. Guys, just focus on me. Okay. There's something known as property files. Okay, so we use that property files in our Selenium automation. There will be, some keys and some values. In property files, there will be some keys and values. Okay, so for properties file, we need this file. We generally use this file input stream. Okay, so yeah, from properties file, in order to read the data from the properties file, we use that. Okay, we use file input stream. So it will happen, randomly, but you should have the idea, guys. Where exactly means it will definitely come into picture. File reading, file writing will definitely come into picture in some places, but the main thing that I remember is the properties file concept. Okay, that you don't know. As part of the frameworks, I'll cover the properties file. Okay, properties thing I'll cover it during the frameworks, but for that you have to remember these concepts. Is that fine, Nagavani?
Yes, sir.
You
Got it.
see, Java is something like that, right? We will learn a lot about Java, but coming to the usage, right? Some portion of the Java only we'll use in Selenium. But that doesn't mean that we should not learn the entire Java. We have to learn the entire Java as much as possible. Whatever I covered, behind that also you have to learn. Okay? To improve your, knowledge and all, you have to learn Java to the next level. Though we may not use so much of Java in Selenium, but still we should have the knowledge, because in real time we don't know at what time which Java concept will be useful for us. That's the problem. Okay, only file input stream is useful for now. Let's say that doesn't mean that we should not learn about file writer. We don't know. Okay, so you see, if you want to become an architect where you want to create things on the fly, and you feel that this will be better for this situation, you should have the knowledge, right, to choose. Okay, so that's the reason we have to learn everything. But this will definitely be covered in the Selenium, where properties file, we generally use file, one of the concept, and other places is like logs and all. Okay, nowadays we are not using logs separately, but most probably we'll use logs in reporting mechanism and all. But I'll explain everything later. Okay.
Okay.
When you go to the frameworks, right, this implementation of this Java will come into picture somehow here and there. Okay, then you will understand. Fine. Okay. So the thing is, I'll write few more statements. File dot write. I love creating content on software testing and tools. Like this, I've created three statements. When I run the code, all these three lines will be written into the arun.txt file. You see, my name is Arun Moturi. I love Java programming. I love content creation and software testing tools and software testing testing and tools. That's good, guys. But the problem here is all these lines are printing in the same line or written in the same line or in separate lines in this file. The same line or separate lines. Same line, right? They're coming in the same line. So what I have to do? What I have to do, guys? I have to say
/n.
/n, right? You have to use this escape sequence known as /n. After writing this, because when this escape sequence comes, it will take you to the new line. After this line, again, I want to go to /n. Last line, I don't have to mention /n because there is nothing to be written after that. So only these two statements I'll end with /n. So that because of this escape sequence, it will take you to the new line. Run the program, go to the arun.txt file. You see this time, the text has been written. My name is Arun Moturi. I love Java programming. I love creating content on software testing and tools have been written in the new lines. So this is how we can use a file writer for writing the text into the file. Okay, but don't forget to use dot flush, so that if you don't use dot flush, all these lines will not be written. And there's one more thing. Can you see a warning message here? Resource leak, FW is never closed. After your task is done, what you have to do? FW dot close. Remember that? Somewhere we have used FW dot, object reference dot close, right? Similarly, we have to use fw dot close. Remember that, guys. Okay. Fine. So scanner class. Remember the scanner class where we have used scanner dot close. It was asking us to close the object reference. Otherwise, memory leak will happen. Scanner dot close. If you remember that. Okay. Similarly, here file writer also we have to close it. Close the object. Otherwise, the memory will be still leaking in the memory, and we have to give a chance to the garbage collector there, which is an automatic program in Java, which will, according to the logic, and it will come and clear it for you. But why to give a chance? As part of the best practice, we can close it. Okay, we can close it and save the memory leak in advance, and we can give some rest to garbage collector, because object will be destroyed here itself and memory will be reserved. Will be saved. Okay, fine. So this is the thing, guys. This is the thing about file writer. Is there anything about file writer? I'll let you know. File writer, string flash close. I covered it clearly. Then we'll go to the next one, that is file reader. Okay, guys. File reader for reading the text from the files. As you can see here, using the file writer, we have already written this particular text into the files. Now I would like to read the text from the files. From the same arun.txt file, I would like to read the text from the file. For that, I'll write one more class. I'll create a new class. I'll just name this class as file writer demo. Okay. Oh, sorry, file reader demo. File reader demo with main method. Okay. In the file reader demo, first I will represent the file which has some text, that is file arun file is equal to new file of arun.txt file. And I'll import this file from java.io package. Then what I'll do here is here I'll write down file reader fr is equal to new file reader. Import this file reader from java.io package, and this constructor cannot be empty. Over the mouse, you see, it will ask you for providing the file. This arun file I'll provide here, and still the error will not be gone because a checked exception will come. I have to ignore the exception, but in real time you have to implement try catch block. So now I have created an object for this file reader. Using this object reference fr dot, some commands are there here also. Fr dot for reading the data, for reading the text from the text files, whatever you represented here, there will be some commands. Fr dot okay, what is there here? Fr dot read. Okay. So fr dot read, ignore this exception again. Fr dot read is returning you what? Guys, fr dot this read method of fr is returning you what? What is the return type? Integer. But whatever the text we have is in which format? Is this integer text? String text. But here it is returning you an integer. What do you think will happen? Anyone can guess anything? Read method is returning you an integer. But here we have the text. How come it can return an integer when there is some text here? How can we get this integer values and convert into text like this? Is there any possibility? Tell me, guys. Typecasting? Any other ideas? Wrapper, typecasting. A lot of people are, providing comments into to string conversion. There is no into to string conversion. Any other ideas? Think about. Think about, guys.
Percent is percent.
No, that's not the way here. fr.read will return you integers, integer numbers. But numbers I need to convert into the string text. String text contains characters. Now tell me, fr.read.
To string method. To string method.
No. So we'll receive in the form of string, right? For example, we'll receive in the form of integers, right? For example, integer a is equal to, I'll say. So here, what will happen is the first characters will be converted into, yes, Sachin, you are right, ASCII code changes. M will be converted into respective integer number as per the ASCII table. Remember the ASCII table, everyone? ASCII table. As per the ASCII, what is capital M here? Capital M is 77 here. So what will be printed, do you think? If I print this A here, what will be printed? The first characters ASCII number will be printed. That 77 should be printed, guys. Okay. Right click run as Java application. In the output, we should get 77. Did we get 77? Yes. Now I say int b is equal to fr.read. So already fr.read has read the first character. Now it will go to the second character. Next fr.read. Next fr.read will go for the next character. That is y. In ASCII table, what is the associated number for lowercase y? 121. Now 121 should be printed. If I print this out, it should print 121. Character by character, we are reading. Right click run as Java application. 121 is coming. I have to keep on going that. Keep on doing that. Okay. So what I'll do is instead of writing like this, instead of writing the code like this, where we can read line by line. Okay. Okay. So what I'll do is
Buffer reader.
no, don't go for buffer reader, file reader only we are. I'll write something like this. Int a is equal to fr.read. So for example, I'll do one experiment, guys. Okay, for int I is equal to 0, I is equal to 1, I less than 1000. Intentionally, I'm writing this to understand, okay, what happens. So many times I have to do fr.read. Every time it reads fr.read, it will retrieve a single number of that particular character. ASCII number of the character, it will retrieve. So second character's ASCII number, it will retrieve. Like that, many characters are there. So after all the characters are coming, what will happen? You have to understand. Okay. So what I'll do here is, here I'll write this thing. Int a is equal to fr.read. Every time it will read a new character and it will print it. Or I can, okay. So every time it will assign a new character to this a and it will print the ASCII number of the character. So let's run this and see what will happen in the output, just for the sake. What's happening, guys? After all the character numbers are printed, 77, 121 and all, you see every character associated ASCII number got printed. Once all the characters are completed, you see there's a last character's ASCII number. Last character is what? This dot maybe, we don't know. Okay. After that dot is done, later onwards, what is getting printed, guys? After all the characters are completed in the file, what is getting printed? If there are no characters left out in the file, because I mentioned here less than 1000. So it's trying to read behind the number of characters. So -1 is coming. So that means we have to read the characters one by one using read method of the file reader class only till all the characters are done. Beyond that, we should not iterate this loop. So when should we stop iterating the loop? The moment we get -1, we can stop iterating the loop or not? To get the exact number of characters, right? After this -1, we have to stop iterating the loop. So what I'll do is I'll write a logic like this. While first I'll say int a is equal to fr.read. Okay, just observe what I'm writing. While a is while a is not equal to -1. Okay. While A is not equal to -1, you just iterate the loop. If A becomes -1, if A becomes -1, if -1 not equal to -1 will become false, it will come out of the while loop. Till then, we have to iterate the loop. Like this, we have to write the logic. So some people may ask me like, for loop is very simple than while loop, right? No, that is not possible, Kumari. Finding the length size of the file is not possible. Okay. There's no particular method or command for that. Okay. So this is the logic we have to implement. Just remember the previous things, guys. What are the different type of loops we have in Java? Tell me. What are the different loops we have in Java? Loops, different loops for iterating the things. What are the different loops we have in Java? Iterative statements are loops. Okay. Yes, for loop, while loop, switch case is not a loop. For loop, while loop, do while loop, for each loop, right? But in this example, I have preferred using while loop rather than for loop. Why? Why do you think like that? Why do you think I have preferred about while loop instead of for loop or for each loop? This is a situation, guys. This is one situation where you can still use for loop, but for loop is not a good idea. Why? Because you have to write for loop like this if you have to use for. You should not initialize anything. Okay. Maybe you can write this one, but this part you can write.
Arun, one small question. If we use while loop, from where it will start execution?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Just focus on this. A not equal to -1 semicolon. There's no A plus plus again. There's no A plus plus. Like this, you have to write the for loop. But this doesn't look good, right? This doesn't look good. For loop, the purpose of the for loop is to simplify the process where indexing concept is there and all those stuff. But in this case, I personally feel that while loop is better choice than the for loop, because this kind of condition, this loop will continue until this condition becomes false. There's no need of incrementing, decrementing, initializing. Initializing is being done anyhow here, but incrementing, decrementing is not there. So it's better to go with this kind of while loop. A lot of people use while loop in this kind of situations than for loop. Okay. Some people may ask, okay, where we use while loop over for loop. You can give this as an example. Okay. So how this while loop will execute is, first of all, we are saying what int a is equal to f1.read. It will read the first characters ASCII number, that is 77. 77 will go into this a. 77 not equal to -1. True or false? 77 not equal to -1. True or false? True. We'll go inside the while loop. Once we go into the while loop, what I am going to do here is, what I'm going to do, guys, I have to print this character. I have to convert this ASCII number into the character. So what I'll do is, here I'll just use typecasting, that is char of a. So char b is equal to, or char c is equal to whatever you want. Then I'll say system.out.println and c. What will happen in this case? Tell me, guys. Initially, it has read the f1.read has read the it will return you the integer value 77. 77 not equal to -1, which is true. Will go inside the while loop. Here, char of 77. What will be converted? It will be converted to capital M here. Capital M will be stored into C, and C will print it out. Capital M will be printed here. Okay. Capital M will be printed here. Typecasting we have to do, guys. We have to do typecasting here. Okay. Manually converting the thing to thick here. Or if you don't want to do, and you can simply assign A to C, which is char data type, automatically it will convert also. You don't have to specially mention char here. So if you do like this also, it will, I think it's not taking a. Okay, then you have to provide. So maybe it's not taken from outside, that's okay. So right click run as Java application. Only M is getting printed. What is the problem here? I have done some logic problem. You see, initially I have read fr.read. Did 77 came, 77 not equal to -1. Char C is equal to 77 converted to character, that is M, and 77 got printed. Again, if it goes to while loop, again A is nothing but 77 only, right? I didn't modify that. After printing, what I have to do is, I have to say this A is equal to, I have to modify the A is equal to fr.read. Now this fr.read will read the next character. Since first character is already read by fr.read, second character will be read now. Now this time it will read the second character, that is y. Y 121, right? Now 121 not equal to -1, true again. So 121 will be converted to character, that is y will be printed. Now run this code. This time it will go one every character by character, and it will keep printing. You see, my name is Arun Moturi. I love Java programming. I love creating content on software testing and tools. But what is the problem, guys? What is the problem there in the output? It should not be printed like this, right? So what I'll do is, I'll just remove this ln from here. I'll just remove this ln from here. I'll use simply print statement. Now run the code. Now is it correct? If I remove ln and normally provide print, it's correct. Why it's going to the new line means we have slash n here. So here we have a slash n here. Because of this, it's going to the new line. Okay. It also reads the slash n, because of which it is new line also, it is reading and printing as it is. Okay. So instead of print ln, use print. So this way, this logic if you use, you can read the text from the, are we able to read the text from the, are we able to read the text from this arun.txt file using file reader? Guys, you understood the logic here? Guys, have you understood the logic? Yes, and at the end of the code, you have to close this, guys, okay? To, as a best practice to avoid the memory leak, just write fr.close. That's it. Your program is done. That's it, guys. This is all about the program. How to read the data from the, how to write the text into the file using FileWriter class, how to read the text from a file using the FileReader class. Okay. So anyone not clear with anything, you can ask me the doubts now before I move to the next one.
Where while will start, Arun?
Where while will start means here. You see, this is initialization or not?
Okay.
fr.read, what it will read? fr.read will read the first character. What is that first character? Capital M. It will get the ASCII number of the first character, that is M. What will be stored into it? 77, right? Number 70.
Yes.
So here 77 not equal to -1. This is the starting point of while loop. 77 not equal to -1. True or false?
True.
True. We'll go inside the while loop. Now 77 will be converted to character. What will be the character? 77 converted to character. What will be the character? Capital M.
M.
That M will be printed. After that, what we are doing? See, for the same variable A, again we are reading fr.read. Second character is what? Y. Lowercase y. That lowercase y, ASCII number will be stored into A. That is 121. 121 not equal to -1, again true. We'll go inside char of 121 becomes lowercase y. Lowercase y got printed in the same line. Then again A is equal to fr.read, space will come. Space will have some number. That number is not equal to -1. That will be converted to space and space will be printed. Then
If we don't have anything, that is -1.
Until it becomes -1 will come out, not come out of the while loop.
Okay, what is -1 here? Nothing
I
is
told you,
there,
right?
space.
You see, -1 is something where if there are no characters left out. For example, if my name is Arun Motri, all the tools and even dot is also completed. After this dot, anything, any text available here?
No.
In that case, this fr.read will return you -1.
Okay.
You got the point, right? If there
Yes.
is a character, some ASCII number of this character, it will retrieve. But if there is
Okay.
nothing to read at the end of the file, end of the text, nothing to read from the file, then fr.read will give you -1. So we are stopping at -1. Once the -1 encounters, we'll stop the while loop. Till then, while loop will iterate.
Okay.
Now is it clear for you? Where it is starting and where it is ending?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we move to the next one?
Arun, can you just explain like line number 28? Like, there is no increment, right? So how it is
There is
taking
no
the-
increment, but we are reading the next character. In this case, there's no need to increment. We have to read the next character and verify that. Not always you should have an increment thing. Okay. So first effort.read has given us you one number that the condition became true. We went inside that and we converted that to capital M and capital M got printed. Next thing is we don't have to increment. We are reading the next line, next character. That is why we are reading. In this case, incrementing thing is not there. And here it will verify. Okay, whether you increment or not doesn't matter. The next character value is what? Lowercase y is number 121 not equal to -1, again true. So it will go char of 121, it will convert to y and y will be printed. Again next character. Here increment is not, it's a different logic. Okay. So if increment is there, I prefer using for loop, right? Simplified loop is for loop, right? If indexing concept or I is equal to 1, 2, something like that is there, I don't have to use while loop. I can use while loop with I is equal to 0 and all those stuff, okay? But in this case, we don't have to use +1, I plus, we don't have to use. We have to read the next character in this logic. Is it clear? Or still confusing?
Still confused, Arun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here, this is a different logic where you are not incrementing. You see how the while loop works. First of all, let's go to the basics. How the while loop works. If the condition is true, it will go inside. After the end of the block, what it will do? It will go and check the condition, right? If the condition is again true, it will go inside the while loop. Again, it will check the condition. If the condition is again true, it will go into the while loop. That's how the while loop will work.
Yeah, like one question, like how it is navigating to the next letter, like MY space and everything, how it is doing automatically.
You see, the read method is there, na?
Yeah.
If you write fr.read like this, fr.read, let's say, okay, fr.read, fr.read. You keep doing this, repeating the same method. So first fr.read will read the first character, yum. Then next time when you say fr.read, it will not read the first character, it will go to the next one automatically. That's what is happening. Getting my point? Again, when you say fr.read, it will go and read the next character, then space. Again, when you say fr.read, it will go and read the next character n, like that. So the more number of times you run this fr.read, it will keep on going to the next character. Getting my point?
Yeah. Like
So-
any specific condition, like why we kept a not equal to -1, because like we need to just check the
A is equal to not equal to -1 means, you see initially fr.read for the first time fr.read will read the yum, right?
Yes.
Then after that what happens? Again we are saying m means it's not equal to -1 because m is 77 number. If you remember ASCII number, if I converted, right? 77 not equal to -1 true, it will go inside. After printing that capital M, converting that ASCII number into character and printing, then again when we see fr.read, this time second time we are reading fr.read or not? It will read the first character or second character this time. For the first time fr.read has read the capital M. Now next time fr.read, if you mean, it will read the first character or second character?
Second character.
Second character. What is the second character? Y. Y will be read. Y will be read and stored into A. This time A will not have M. It will have Y. Y in the format of integer because read method is returning integer. 121 is the ASCII number of that Y. So it will check the condition. 121 not equal to -1. Again true. Again 121 will be converted to respective character according to the ASCII, that is lowercase y will be printed. Then fr.read. This time what it will read? After m and y, what it will read? Space. Space will also have some number. It will not be -1. Okay. So some number not equal to -1. Again true. It will print the space. Then fr.read. N. N will have some ASCII number. That number is not equal to -1. N will be printed. It keeps on going until dot will come. Dot will have an ASCII number. ASCII number not equal to -1. Dot will be printed. After the dot is completed, is there anything after dot? Is there any text after the dot here?
No.
No. In that case, when there is no character left out in the text and the file as a text, fr.read will return you what? -1. When all the text in the file is completed, when there's nothing to read, FR.read, if it reads a character, it will convert into ASCII number. If there is no character, it will return you what? What
Yeah,
it will
yeah,
return?
minus
Minus
one.
1. So minus 1 not equal to minus 1. True or false?
True.
True. Minus 1 not equal to minus 1. Are they not equal? Minus 1 not equal to minus 1 is true or false? Think and tell me. They're equal,
Both are
right? I'm saying not equal.
Yeah, yeah.
Minus 1 is equal to minus 1 is true. But here I am saying minus 1 not equal to minus 1.
Not equal. Yeah.
False. False, right?
Yes.
Will come out of the while loop.
Okay, okay.
Now you understood the logic?
Yeah, got it, Around. Thank you.
Okay, this is how it works. Okay, everyone clear, or anyone still have doubts?
No, sir. Sir, for me, logic is clear, sir. Since I have not attended your previous class, sir, one doubt is there, sir. Sir, this here you are saying na in between ASCII value it is reading, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
what was that, sir? Sir, from the
ASCII,
property file.
Okay, FR.read is giving you ASCII number. I am saying, right? That's what you are asking me.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
You see, there is something known as ASCII table. Okay, in Java. Generally. Okay, there is something known as ASCII table that Java follows. So, respective characters will have some number. For example, here lowercase a has an associated number. Okay, so T has capital T has an associated number. Like that, everything. Even 4 is a character. Let's say it will have an associated number. Even space will have an associated number like that. Okay, so everything will have an associated number as per the ASCII table. So here what? The ASCII table you have to understand for now. And this read method is returning you this character M in the format of ASCII number. Integer, returning integer, not character. So that integer number is what? ASCII number, right? So integer format. Okay. So that we are converting to character. We can convert to character, right? For example, here, if 106 is there, if I want to convert to character, I am typecasting it here. Char of A. That number will be converted to the character.
Okay, sir. That is clear. This is clear. Typecasting, I know. Sir,
Okay.
this so basically from the property file when we do it will be in ASCII number. Like normally it won't be there, right? In classes when we do, right?
This one for a different reason, for reading the text from the text file we are doing, but we generally don't implement this. Most probably we don't implement this, okay, in the kind of files, okay. Selenium automation, we don't. Properties file is a different concept. I'll tell you later, okay.
Okay, this is file, right? Okay, sir.
This is file. This is only files, okay. Reading from the
sir.
text files, writing into the text files. That's what we are doing.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Fine, sir. Yeah. Okay. I normally they will put in property file also, right? This this file reader concept is there, right? URL and all those things.
It depends on situations and frameworks and all. What situations we will come across while creating a framework, we don't know. In different situations, we use different things, okay. Most probably we'll use properties file or Excel files like that, okay.
Fine, sir. Fine. Okay.
But we have to have this knowledge, no matter what, okay. We may not use this extent, but we should have the knowledge. We should have the knowledge.
So, sir, if in a class, if you are putting int a equal to like int, so if you are putting string a equal to c, so something string equal to c, something like that. So that won't be an ASCII value, right, sir? That won't be an ASCII value, right, sir?
You mean to say string?
No, if I'm putting a string, d if you are giving
in single quotes.
d not no, sir. Like ABC. ABC if you are giving. It is a string, right?
No, it's not a string. If you surround with double quotes, it only will become string later on that you can store into the variable.
Yeah. This time, sir, it won't be an ASCII value, right?
No, it won't be an ASCII value. It won't be an ASCII value. So when it will be in ASCII values, for example, int a is equal to si if I say, for example, this character literal, this character, I am storing it a variable of int data type. So in this case, this character will be converted to the ASCII number. Okay, or there is one more thing, char a is equal to 115. In this case, this side we have the integer number, and here a is of char data type. So it has to be converted to the, this ASCII number should be converted to the character literal. That is yes, reverse.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
So this is possible. Clear?
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir.
A very small question. If
Yeah.
we declare like int a equal 10, b equal 20, if we do a plus b, it will display 30 directly.
What is that? Int a is equal to
10, b equal to 20. If you write a sys out a plus b, it will display automatically. We will not convert it into some ASCII or something.
no. Here same character, same data type, right? What is the use of converting?
Okay, if it is a different data type, then only
Then
this
yes.
ASCII will
Here
come.
you see fr.read is giving a number. That number we are using for comparing with -1, because when you get minus,
Okay.
we will know. That's why we kept it in number for a while. Okay. After that, we
Okay.
really want to print it character, so we convert it into character and print it.
Okay, got it.
Got it right? So these are the things. These are the things. Okay, clear guys? Clear with the file reader, file writer. You try to practice this, it will be clear for you more. Okay. Just type C in the chat box, guys. If you guys, everyone is clear, just type C in the chat box so that we can go to the next one. Then we have buffer reader, buffer writer, and buffer reader also. Okay, how to use buffer writer, buffer reader. Okay, so we have to use same thing. Whatever we have done for file writer, file reader, we are going to use for file writer for the same purpose, and file reader for the same purpose. File writer for writing the text into the text files, buffer reader for reading the text. Another way. Okay, sometimes people will use file writer for writing the text into the text files, file reader for reading the text from the text files. Some other people in their logic will use file writer for writing into the text files and file reader for reading from the text files. But we as a people should know all the knowledge of different things to use for reading and writing from the files. I told you in the beginning, right? File reader for reading, buffer reader for reading, file input stream for reading. Here also file writer, buffer writer, print writer, file output stream, okay, for writing. So there are multiple things. So how to use buffer writer, we'll see now.
Aren't this file reader only for text file, or we can do for Excel and any other document as well?
Only for text files.
Okay.
Excel POI API, we have a separate library. Okay. That Excel thing I'll cover later, guys. Okay, don't worry. When the framework concepts comes, right, we'll cover that. Buffer writer. Again, I have to represent a file. So that you see, for example, qfox.txt file doesn't have any text at this moment. I would like to write some text into the qfox.txt file. So I'll say qfox is equal to new file. I'll provide the path, Control-Shift-O, and here I'll provide the path qfox.txt. Okay, this file. Now into this file, I would like to write some text. For that, this time I'm going to use what? Buffered writer. I'm going to use BW is equal to new buffered writer. Control-Shift-O, imported. This constructor cannot be empty. Over the mouse on this constructor, and it's asking me what? What it is asking me, guys? Inside the buffer writer, what is there? Inside the buffer writer constructor, what I have to pass? I have to pass writer. Writer is nothing but what? File writer. Over the mouse, here writer is there. So I have to say file writer. FW is equal to new file writer. Now Control-Shift-O, file writer will be imported. And this file writer constructor cannot be empty. We have to pass the file. I'll pass the file here. And this is gone. And now buffer writer constructor, we have to pass the writer. This FW I'll pass here. This is a process, guys. First, you have to create a file. And for the buffer writer, what is the input we have to give for the constructor argument? File writer, object reference we have to pass. For that, we have to create an object for file writer. And into the file writer, we have to provide the file name. Now, ignore the exception here. All the errors will be gone. This is how we have to use file buffer writer. BW dot for writing, right? So here also we have the same method. In the file writer also, we have the same write method, right? Remember the same thing? If you go to the file writer also, we have the same method or not? Write method, file writer, fw.write method, and string text. But here, do you have any separate method, same method or not? bw.write, same method or different method we have? Same method. Okay, my name is, same thing I'll repeat, Arun Moturi. bw.write of I love Java programming. Guys, one announcement, maybe this weekend, I don't know, but we are going to start software testing module on the weekends. Okay, we have discussed yesterday. We'll be doing that. So people who are new to this batch and the people who want to also go through the manual testing session classes have to attend the classes on weekends. The timing, we'll post it mostly in the afternoons from around 11 to 2 o'clock. Okay, 3 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday with breaks, with possible breaks. Okay, that's a plan, guys. Anyone here looking forward for the manual testing sessions with the live project, manual testing with live project? Anyone is looking for? Just type me in the chat box so that I can know how many people are interested to attend those classes. Sachin is there, Vivek, Renuka, AB, Rajkumar. Many people are there, right? Yeah.
What is the plan? Like how many weeks you will conduct that? Like in the plan?
I didn't get that.
Like how many weeks you will continue that? Like if
I don't
if you
know. I don't know because we are not putting an end limit for that. The ultimate goal is to help the people in understanding. So you see today's session, if you want me to complete this and the entire file handling concept, I can complete in just a single day. Single 1 hour I can complete. I have the capability. But thing is, my intention is not that. To have broken down into multiple parts and explain the concepts of this still here. And then today I'm covering this. Still we are not completed the file handling. So why it is taking time? Because a lot of doubts are coming, right? So that's the reason it may get delayed. Okay, but there is no such plan like this many weeks it will be completed. Okay, we'll that's the reason I increase the number of hours, like Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours. Let's try to see like how many weeks it will take. Okay, but the ultimate goal is to make the people understand the concepts. Okay, rather than finishing up the batch. Okay, so the people who are new to this, right? I told you all the things will be repeated for you, right? Now the software testing module you attend. Parallelly, weekend live sessions also, we are still in the beginning only. You can attend that. And weekday trainings will go like this. After this, again, I'll repeat the Java and, Selenium for you. Okay?
Sir, sir, I have a
Yes, sir.
question.
Yes.
This is Renuka. For me, during that time, it will be like midnight for me, like 12:30.
Okay.
So how can I follow the sessions? Like,
We'll share the recordings to you, Renika. Like
oh,
you just
okay.
have to go through the recordings and any doubts you can ask me, okay, during the
Sure,
day.
sure. Okay.
No
Okay.
problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank
Because
you.
there is no other way, right? So I can.
Yeah. It will be like 12:30 for me, like
Yeah.
midnight, sir.
There is
Yeah.
no other way. So
Yeah,
that's it.
sure. Yes,
So
yeah.
just
Thank
go
you,
to
sir.
the
Thank you.
recordings in your case.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Is this the second class for the Java, or this is still the first one that we
Which one?
started? The one we did today.
This is not the first or second. This is good number you can say. So the first class started on day 11. Okay.
Okay.
Day 11. I think you are new to this batch, right? Today you joined.
Yes.
Yes. Don't worry. Just be there in the meeting till the end of the sessions. I'll just talk to you. Okay. The people who came
Alright.
new to this batch, just be there till the end of the session. I'll guide you what to do and all. Okay? I'll give you a proper plan. Okay.
All right.
I'll explain all the initiatives and what is going on at this moment and how you have to sync with the batches. Okay. That I'll tell you later. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone asking any other questions here?
So in future, you will be taking any other than Java, Selenium, and anything else will be taking, sir? Any automation things?
Yeah, these things will be repeated. These modules will be repeated. Along with that, we'll try to add up new initiatives in the coming days.
No, sir. I'm not saying this, sir. This is great.
Hmm.
I'm asking that any other tool like uh, in market, other tools are also there, right?
Yeah, we'll
Some
do that
other
in the coming days as an initiative. Okay, so that will not start right now, but currently we are at the core level, right? So once the core modules are completed, we may plan to do so. Okay.
Fine, sir.
Yeah, we have the plans. Security testing, we have a plan. API, we have a plan. Okay, like that. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
first, important things. A lot of tools are there in the market, I know. Otherwise, we'll do one thing like where in the form of webinars or something, I'll cover for sure. Okay, somewhere. No need to worry much. Okay. So you can see that every week we are doing some webinars, right? Via webinars, or we'll come up with some ideas, guys. Don't worry. Okay, we are very aggressive and we are very focused. So at some point of time, everything will be covered for you. Just stay tuned to us. Okay. That's the only thing you have to do. Okay. So you can join the next batches also without paying anything that I told you, right? The things will be repeated. If you have missed any Java classes or something, next classes, it will be covered for you. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, let's do something good. Don't worry about all the stuff. I'll guide you. For the new joiners, just be there in the meeting. I'll talk to you. Okay. After this session is done. Any other questions? Shall I proceed or? Shall I continue, guys? Or if you have any questions? Sure, I'll continue then. Same method, right? bw.write is the same method. bw.write. Here I'll write I love creating content on software testing and tools. Okay. Like this, I've written 3 statements. Fine. After that, so these are the things. Do you think these things will be written into the text file? This qfox.text file? Am I missing anything?
Yes, missing pw.flush.
Yes, here also we have to flush. Everywhere we have to flush. If you don't flush, this write statement is not going to write the text. Okay, it will be there in the buffer or something. From the buffer, it has to move to the file. So at a go, it will move to the file. For that, we have to use flush. Okay. And after that, I'll simply say bw.close. Since the task is done, I can close, right? So now run the script, and here I'll write down system just to see whether the program has been completed or not. I'm writing this dummy statement. It's not required, but end of this program, I'll write everywhere. Okay. So that we can know that program has been executed successfully if it reaches this line or not. You see, end of this program got printed. Now refresh this project once. It's not compulsory to refresh, but I refresh and go and open the QFox text file. Is the text written? What does the text have written? It got written. It is working fine. Now the thing is, I don't want to have in a single line. I wanted multiple lines. What I have to do, guys? I have to add what? What I have to add here? So that it will go /n. Same way. There's no difference, right? /n. Okay. Now it will write in the next line. End of this program. So you see, if I open this time it will write in the new lines. But what is the difference, guys? Did you see any difference between FileWriter and BufferedWriter? Did you see any difference between FileWriter and BufferedWriter in the way I have written? So far, no difference, right? As it is. Why I have to go for BufferedWriter? I can go with FileWriter only, right? The same logic is there in FileWriter. Okay.
I'm going to school, India.
Okay. So just mute yourself, Pooja, right? I think. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No. I'm just getting some noise. Okay. Some kids speaking. That's okay. But just mute if you have a problem. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, the thing is /n we have to write. There's no difference. Then why we have to use BufferedWriter? What is the advancement in BufferedWriter? There's something known as bw dot new line. You don't have to mention /n. We have a separate method which will take you to the new line. You don't have to mention escape sequence inside the text. You can write bw.newline. This is the difference. Got it, guys? To go to the new line, we have a separate method for that in the buffer writer, which is not there in the file writer. Now understood? Now tell me what is the difference between file writer and buffer writer after all this explanation? You have to tell me exactly what is the difference. What we have in buffer writer which we don't have in the file writer.
New line.
Yes, new line. Everyone type in the chat box so that you guys can remember. New line is something that is there in the buffer writer which is not there in the file writer. Everyone type in the chat box. New line. Okay. Great. Fine. So that's the difference, guys. Nothing much. Okay. Just for this purpose, we have to use the buffer writer. Okay. Done. Now let's move on to the next one. If everyone is clear with the buffer writer, I'll go to the buffer reader now. Shall I go with the buffer reader? Is everyone clear? Just type C in the chat box and let me know so that I can go to the buffer reader now. Let's complete at least till print writer today. Buffer writer and print writer, let's try to complete. Okay. These two things are only left out. Let's try to complete them. Once that is done, the remaining portion of the file handling will be covered tomorrow and followed by collections framework I'll cover. Okay, that's the last topic for Java that I'll be covering. After that, we'll move on to the Selenium continuation. We'll go. Okay, that's the plan. Fine. Anyhow, let's move on to the buffer reader now. Buffer writer is done. Buffer reader we are going. Here I'll write class buffer reader demo. So I'll represent the file where the sum. Okay, Abhi, fine. I'll just take till 5 minutes, 5 more minutes. If you can wait for 5 minutes, that will be good, Abhi. Or else you can, okay, he's leaving. Fine, he left also. Fine, no problem. File, QFox file is equal to new file of QFox.txt. Then Control Shift O. Then what else we have? So already some text is there in the QFox.txt file. This text I would like to read. So what is the process of reading? Here, guys, in case of this, I'll be using what? Buffered reader. BR is equal to new buffered reader. Control Shift O. It got imported here. This constructor cannot be empty. We have to pass what? Reader. For passing reader, we have to use file reader. FR is equal to new file reader. Again, Control Shift O, automatically it will import the file reader. And here file reader constructor cannot be empty. We have to pass the file. I'll pass the file name, that is QFox as a file name. And this file reader object reference I have to pass to this constructor. And here we will get a checked exception that we have to ignore. Same process. Done. After this is done, now using this object reference of BR, buffer reader, how to read? We have something known as read line. This is something new. Read line. Earlier in the file reader, what we have used? The file reader, what is the method we have used? Read method. Normal read method. Now what I am using? Read line. Everyone type in the chat box, read line. Read line is a method I am using in the buffer reader. So this read line method will read line by line. Entire line. Earlier read method was reading what? Ask a number of the character, one character. Ask a number of the only one character. Right? And that I have to use while loop and until it becomes -1, I have to iterate, that you remember. But here, read line will read the entire line. Here, what is the entire line in this file? In the QFox? In the QFox, if you see, read line will read this entire line. Instead of character by character reading, it will take the entire line. Okay. So buffer reader is something like that. It has a method known as readLine method, using which it will return, ignore the exception. It will return you over the mouse on the read line. You'll understand what it is returning, what string. The entire line it is returning in the form of a string. String line 1. String line 1 is equal to. First line will be read. That is this particular, my name is Arun Motor will be read. Then next line, string line 2 is equal to, again I have to say br dot read line. Already first line has been read, so br dot read line. Second time when you call it, it will read the second line. I love Java programming will be read and stored into this line 2. Now if I say string line 3, br dot read line, it will read the third line. Here how many lines are there in this program? 3 lines are there. Third line, I love content, creating content on software testing and tools also will be read. Right, that is also done. Now still if I try to continue like this, line 4 is equal to br dot read line. If I try to continue, what will happen, guys? What will happen? System dot out dot println line 1 I'll print. Then system dot out dot println. So you guys are expecting -1 will come here for the line 4. Let's see what will come. Line 2. It is a string, guys. It is a string. Just think. It is a string. String, what will come? In case of number, -1 is fine. But in case of string, what will come generally? When there is nothing assigned to a string, what will happen? Null. Everyone knows that, right? Line 4. Now run the code. What got printed? All the first 3 lines. When you say br dot read line for the 4th line, which doesn't exist, you got null. Now, can you build up a logic for this? Guys, can you build up a logic for this? Instead of writing this much code, can you build a logic for this? Yes, right? I'll simply write string line is equal to br dot read line. Okay, like this I'll write while line is not equal to null. Correct or not? This logic I'll write. While line not equal to null, I'll simply say system dot out dot println line. Okay. And again I have to say line is equal to br. For next line I have to read, right? Br dot read line. This will read the next line. And again next line is not equal to none, it will print the next line. Again it will read the next line. If next line is not equal to none, it will print the next line. Again it will try to read the 4th line, which is not line is not there, which is null. Null equal to not null. Null not equal to null is false, will come out of the while loop. So until all the lines are printed, it will continue. Because tomorrow you may have 100 lines here. For every line, you cannot write the print statement like this, right? That's not the right thing. Okay. Run the code and observe that we got the output or not. Is it working, guys? Which one is better? Buffer reader is better or file reader is better? Buffer reader is easy or file reader is easy? In terms of logic or in terms of retrieving the text, reading the text. Buffer reader, right? Yes, correct. Buffer reader is easy. Okay, so let's stop here for today because it's already 8:16. I don't want to, a lot of people will go to office and all. So I just want to stop here. Okay. Any doubts you can ask me right now. So we still have print writer, file output stream, file input stream that I will cover tomorrow. Okay. And if time permits, we'll start the collections framework also tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Fine. Okay, guys, print writer till collections framework. Once we are done, we'll be done with the Java. Okay. Java for Selenium will be completed. I'll give you some assignments today and all for you to practice whatever I taught you. Based on that, I'll give you some assignments. Okay. So fine. Any questions, guys? Any questions from today's session? The people who are new to the batch, just be in the batch, be in the session. I would like to talk to you at the end. Meanwhile, I would like to collect questions from the people. Any questions, guys? Yes, generics is part of collections. I'll tell you later. Okay. There is generic concept in collections. I'll tell you. There is a different generic concept also. This is generic is different, and there's some other generic also. But collections wise generic I'll cover as part of these sessions. Okay. Yeah, any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Any questions you guys have from today's session? So the new guys stay in the meeting or session. Remaining people, if you don't have any questions, you can leave for day, guys. Leave for the day. We'll meet tomorrow and continue. We are planning to finish up these sessions by this weekend. I don't know whether. Most probably we'll try to finish by Friday, guys. Java concepts will be completed. Let's see. Yeah, welcome, Mahesh. Where is this? Batch one. Okay. So every day I post something here, like today's notes and like that. Today's notes. So for the new guys, just focus what I do every day in this Telegram group where you have joined. I'll just post like this. Today's notes like that I'll post, and I'll post the notes actually. Okay, whatever the notes I have taken, right? That notes from on that particular day, whatever the notes I have used, that notes I will. Okay, today's notes. Okay, then after that I'll post the code that I have demonstrated on that particular day. So to post the code, what I do is this is a package I created, right? File readers and writers. Yesterday this was file handling. I posted yesterday. Now today, these are the 4 files I did that. Okay, so file readers and writers. So I'll just go here, properties. Any questions you can ask me, guys. Meanwhile, you can ask me the questions. If you have any questions and you're still there in the meeting to ask me any questions, you can ask me, no problem. While I'm doing this stuff, you can ask me. Okay, then here, GitHub. I'll go to the GitHub and just posted the code, right? It will be posted here. So it is now that is file handling. File handling was yesterday. I think I just touched it because of which this thing is coming. Apart from file handling, where is now another now? Yeah, here is another now. Here is another now. File handling. This is doubts. Any other file handling? Yeah, file readers and writers. This is the one I covered. Copy this. And this will contain the Java files where you can find the code, guys. Okay, if you go into any of the Java files, you'll get the code that I have demonstrated today. This code, entire code will be available for you. So I'll simply say today's code and post this. Okay. That's it. You can take it from there. And after that, generally I post the assignments every day. Today's assignments I'll post. Assignment 1. Assignment 1 is I have to see the notes once and I can give you the assignments. One assignment is write a program to write text into the text files using FileWriter class. Okay. And then if you have understood my sessions, it will be very easy for you to complete the assignments and to gain the confidence. Write a program to read text from the files using file reader class. Assignment 3. Write a program to write text into the text files using BufferedWriter class. Assignment 4. Very simple assignments. Whatever I demonstrated, same is given as an assignment. Program to read text from the text files using BufferedReader class. Once you finish the assignments, you can post as completed in the WhatsApp group that we have. Okay, so that it will motivate everyone to finish the assignments. Okay, these are the 4 assignments we have for today, guys. That's much. And apart from the assignments, I'll be uploading the recording of today's session. Then in 1 or 2 hours, I'll upload the actual recording. Okay, so fine, that's the plan. Now the next thing is would like to talk to the new students. Just type me in the chat box. If anyone is new to this batch, just type me in the chat box. Okay, like to talk one by one. Rohit is new. Anyone new to this batch, just type me in the chat box. Pooja is new. Hima is new. Yeah, keep typing, guys. Anyone new? 3 people? Only 3 people? I saw a lot of people initially. Any other new to this batch? Okay. So 3 people, I guess, for now. Okay, Rohit, Pooja, and Hima. First, Rohit. Rohit, I would like to talk to you first. Sorry, guys, my net got disconnected due to a problem. Again, it got connected again. So let me talk again. So with the people. Okay, I lost the chat box. Can you type again? The people who are, okay, I got it. I got it. Rohit, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rohit, what's your current situation like? Do you have some knowledge of Java or Selenium already?
Yes, Varun. Yeah.
How
I
much
do
you
have
have?
knowledge. I do have basic knowledge. I know the variables, methods, objects, and
Okay.
constructors.
Today's session, were you able to understand a bit?
Yeah. Little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, fine. The plan here is something very simple, Rohit. Like what we are going to do is, manual testing you are good with already?
Yep. Yeah. I have 3 years of experience.
You have 3 years of experience, so don't worry. So what we are doing currently is coming to your case, you are more into Java and Selenium automation. That's the reason you joined the batch, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, we have started these sessions long back, but don't worry, these sessions will be repeated for you in the coming days. Okay. So once this entire cycle is over, the sessions will be repeated. But instead of wasting the time, what you have to do is in this Telegram group, you can see the Telegram group, right?
Yeah.
So since you already have some knowledge and all, you can easily do it. So just scroll up to the top, complete top in this batch 1 PFX 1.
Yeah.
And here, no need to start from day 1. Start from day 11.
Okay.
Just keep scrolling down until you see day 11 here. So there is something known as day 11. Day 10, this is day 11. Here is the day 11. Okay. You can see today's recording, day 11 is there, right? From here, you go down. It's on December 28th. You can see December 28th. I posted that. So go through the recording, watch at 2x speed in your case. Okay. Because you already have some knowledge of Java, right? And do the assignments also. Complete the assignments. Okay. And like that, keep going on while my sessions are going on. You just in the background also complete these videos. Okay. On your own for a while. So again, these sessions will be repeated soon. because currently we are at, completing Java and moving to Selenium automation advanced concepts. And after that, we'll begin the framework concepts. Once the framework is done, anyhow, weekend live sessions are separately going on. That thing you can attend. Okay. And parallelly, you just go through this. Once our framework part is completed and all right, then again, I'll repeat Java for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, Java module will be repeated. So you can attend that without any issues. That's the plan. Okay. Currently, for a while, what you have to do is instead of wasting the time and waiting for the new batch, you just go through the recordings.
Yep.
Okay. Any doubts you can ask me every day at the end of the session.
Yeah, sure.
Is that fine? The plan is fine for you?
Yeah, works for me.
So for today, I'm giving you the targets as day 11 and day 12. You try to finish. Tomorrow, when you connect, right? Try to finish day 11 and day 12.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. That's the plan for you. Minimum 11, 12. I am not stopping you for 12 also. You can go with 13, 14 also. But
Yeah.
minimum expectation from my side is 11, 12. You go through the recording for today. Okay.
Yeah.
And coming to the next one, Pooja.
Sir?
Yeah, Pooja, like, can I know about you? Like, at what level you are at this moment?
At beginner level, like I know class, object, variable.
Okay. Today's class, did you understand?
Little bit.
Little bit, but there may be some thing. That's fine, Pooja, no problem. I'll be repeating this Java sessions for you again. Okay, don't worry, the time will come.
Okay.
But for now, just instead of wasting time, right? Just start as same like whatever I told to Rohit, right? Day 11, day 12, you try to finish today. Okay, recordings. You just go to the recording,
Okay.
watch it 1.5x speed. If you are kind of new, right? Watch it 1.5x speed, that will be good to go. Okay. And practice the assignments. Okay, that's the plan.
Okay.
So soon what we'll do is like we'll try to, and if you can complete this in next 5 days, right? By this Sunday, if you can plan and try to finish up a good number of sessions on Java, right? Things will be good. Every day you try to attend still and also go through the recordings meanwhile. And after a few 2 or 3 weeks, right? Again, Java will start where I'll, again cover it for you. And what about software testing? You have any knowledge of software testing? Pooja?
Yeah. Manual testing.
Manual testing.
Yeah. Little bit knowledge. Not a
Little
lot.
bit knowledge, right? That manual testing is starting this weekend, 24th. Okay. From
Okay.
11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 1 or 2 p.m. We don't know. 3 hours. Okay. From 11 a.m. it will start. Is that fine? Will you be able to attend the classes for manual?
Okay.
Okay. That is the beginning. The manual testing will start from. Okay. Rohit, yeah, tell me. You have a question?
Yeah, can I join that sessions as well? Manual
Yeah, you
testing
can. You can join also. You can join.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone can join. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you are part of one module, right, you are part of other modules, weekend module, weekday module, and the software testing module, and different modules will start in the coming days. Every module you guys can join, no problem. Okay, no
I
restrictions.
just want to revise the topics here.
Yeah, no problem. You can join. Anyone can join. Okay. Pooja, you also can join, where you can treat that manual testing as your beginning sessions, and meanwhile you just go through this instead of wasting time. Okay, that's the plan for you, Pooja.
Okay. Okay. And sir,
Okay.
I already Eclipse 2021 downloaded, but how to update on Eclipse and JDK which will download?
I didn't get that. What do you say, Pooja?
Means Eclipse I have already downloaded in 2021.
Okay, don't worry. You just go through this recording, Pooja. You will everything will be there in that. Okay. Day 11, day 11, day 12, you watch. You will get every clarity. If you are not able to do it, you just reach out to me. I'll explain you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Everything will be clear for you step by step. No need to worry much. Okay. I just take a lot of time for explaining and clearing the doubts. So just go through these sessions. You will get full clarity. Okay. There's nothing to worry about. And anyhow, I'll repeat that again for you when the Java concepts again start. But I want you to go through the recording so that time won't be wasted for you. Okay. Anyhow, software testing module will start on the weekends. That you can consider as a new batch. Okay. And this one is an old batch, but you don't want to waste the time. Just go through the recordings for this batch. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And are you good, Pooja, or any other questions? Rohit, Pooja, are you fine?
Yeah.
With the plan and all.
Yeah.
So Pooja, you also try to complete 11 and 12 today by end of the day today. Okay.
Okay.
With assignments. It's not compulsory that I'll review the assignments. It's for your own benefit. Okay. So coming to Hema.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Hema, can I know about you? Like what level you are?
Okay, so currently I'm working as a manual tester, sir.
Okay.
So I have a little bit, I have a certain knowledge about manual testing. And
Okay.
coming to automation, I have already learned Java with Selenium, but at a minimal level, we are at present using it in our organization. So the language we are being using is C# with Selenium, but not to with a great extent. We are just using at a minimal level.
Okay. Okay.
So I just need to enhance my knowledge in automation testing, but I would also like to upgrade my skills in manual testing too, sir.
Okay, sure. So today's session, were you able to understand or were you facing any difficulties in understanding?
No, sir. Like up to 80%, I was okay with that.
Okay, then fine. So Hema, you also do the same thing. Day 11 onwards, you start. Today, you just keep a target of day 11, day 12 completing by today end of the day. Every day, you put two sessions, okay? And including today's session. Today's session will anyhow come later, but day 11, day 12, you complete, okay? Minimum. If you have more time, day 13 also you try to complete, okay? We have the time till this weekend. That is Sunday. Okay, till Sunday you have the time to try to finish videos. Okay, 11, 12, 13. Any problems, any questions, right? You can ask me the next day, no problem. I'll be there to help you out. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So the plan is that you see this is an ongoing batch. So we are joining the people in between, but the only reason is that we don't want to waste their time. Okay, because next batch will start very long after a long time, right? So we don't want to do that. So instead of wasting the time, we are asking the people to go through the recording for a while. Later, right, when later we'll repeat the module. For example, software testing module is starting now, and weekend sessions are in the beginning only. Okay, and once this framework concept is completed in this particular thing, right, we'll move on to the next one. Next month, again, Java will be repeated for you. Okay, so be tuned. These things will be kind of cycle kind of stuff. So, but for now, I want you to go through the recordings to sync with the batch. You can also attend the next batch without paying anything. You can still continue with the next modules and batches. Okay, no need to worry much. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Any questions? Any questions you three guys have? Rohit, Pooja, and Hema, are you guys good with the plan?
Yes, sir. So, like from Monday, you'll be starting with Selenium, or like up
Selenium
to
is
what
also
concepts
started.
you have?
Selenium is also started. But on Monday, I'll tell you what to do. But very basics of Selenium has been started, not advanced level. We are going to start the advanced level of Selenium, like going to the next level, like basic commands completed. Okay, so we'll go to the next advanced level of Selenium. We'll start from Monday, but before that, you guys have to complete this Java stuff. Okay, that's the thing.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, so fine, that's the plan, guys. So any problems, let me know right now. Otherwise, we'll stop this session and we'll meet again tomorrow. So Rohit,
Okay,
anything?
sir.
Rohit, you have anything?
No, Arun, I'm fine.
All good, right? Okay, Pooja. Pooja, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hema.
Okay, sir. I have a doubt. The link
Yeah,
you're sharing, no, it is constant for all the days.
I didn't get that.
The Zoom link you're sharing in the group, na, sir?
Yeah, all
Is
the
it
meetings,
same?
same link for all the
Okay.
things. Okay, whether it may
Okay.
be weekend batch, weekday batch, or this software testing module that is going to start on Saturday, Sundays, everything is same.
Okay.
Same link you have to join. Okay,
Okay.
the timings are different. That's it. The weekend thing will weekend also same timing, 7 a.m. only. But the new initiative, right, the software testing module that has a different time that we'll announce in the group anyhow. Okay, Javed will announce that final timing. Okay, in the group. Fine, then that's all from my end. Anyone have any questions other than this? Guys, anyone have any questions? Okay, great. Practice well, guys. See you tomorrow in the class. We'll do more. Bye, everyone.
Nice.
Okay,
Bye,
sir. Bye.
guys.
Thank
Yeah, bye, guys.